He changed his living trust 2 weeks before dying. What happened next was brutal. Another Reddit living trust story. My father updated his living trust 2 weeks before he died. None of us knew about it until the reading, and that's when our stepmother smiled. My name is Lauren, and my dad died at 68 after a short but aggressive battle with pancreatic cancer. My parents divorced when I was 19. 5 years later, my dad remarried a woman named Denise. She was polite, distant, and very protective of my father's time and attention. At least that's how it felt to my brother Mark and me. Dad owned a home in Huntington Beach, a small rental duplex in Garden Grove, and had retirement accounts from 30 years of work. Years earlier, he told us he had a living trust and that everything was already handled. He said, "You kids will be taken care of. Don't worry." So we didn't. Dad was hospitalized in late March. Denise was there constantly, sitting beside him, speaking for him, managing visitors. Mark and I visited when allowed, but she often said Dad was too tired or not feeling up to company. 2 weeks before he passed, Denise mentioned casually that Dad had updated some paperwork. I assumed it was medical forms. I didn't push. I regret that now. After the funeral, Denise contacted a trust attorney and scheduled what she called a review meeting. When we arrived, she was already seated next to the attorney holding a thick folder. The attorney explained calmly, "Your father amended his living trust on April 3rd. That date hit me like a punch to the chest. April 3rd was 3 days after he was placed on heavy pain medication. The attorney continued, "The updated trust leaves the Huntington Beach home and the rental duplex to Denise outright. The remainder of the estate will be distributed as follows." He paused. "You and your brother will each receive $25,000. I thought I misheard. Mark said, "Wait, what?" Denise didn't look at us. She just stared at the table. We later learned the truth. Dad's original living trust, created 12 years earlier, split everything evenly between Denise and his children. The house would eventually go to Mark and me. But the amended trust, signed just 2 weeks before his death, changed everything. Denise received the primary residence, worth about $980,000, the rental duplex, worth about $1.2 million, and control of all trust administration. We, his children, received $25,000 each. No say, no explanation. Denise told us, "Your father wanted me to be secure." Secure. She inherited nearly $3 million. Mark and I hired an attorney. The grounds: undue influence, lack of capacity, suspicious timing. We believe Denise pressured Dad while he was vulnerable, but proving that in court was another story. The attorney explained, "Because this was a living trust amendment and it was notarized, the burden of proof is on you." We needed medical records, witness testimony, and proof of coercion. Denise had prepared for this. During discovery, we learned Denise drove Dad to the attorney's office. She sat in the waiting room during the signing. The attorney never spoke to Dad alone. The trust amendment was drafted in less than 48 hours. But none of this was illegal, just suspicious. The medical records showed Dad was on strong pain medication, but technically, according to doctors, he was alert. That one word destroyed our case. The judge ordered mediation. Denise offered us $50,000 each, double the trust amount if we dropped the case. Mark wanted to fight. I wanted peace. Our attorney warned us, this could take years and cost 6 figures, and there's no guarantee you'll win. Denise sat silently, arms crossed. She knew she held all the power. We accepted the settlement. Eventually, Denise sold the rental duplex just 6 months later. She moved out of state. She never spoke to us again. My father's grandchildren never saw the home they grew up visiting. and the living trust we thought protected us didn't. The hardest part wasn't losing the inheritance. It was realizing that a living trust is only as strong as when it's created, reviewed, and protected, and that silence near the end of life can change everything. Key takeaways. First, living trusts must be reviewed regularly. Major life events, remarriage, illness, new assets require updates, but updates made during illness are legally vulnerable. 2, last-minute changes are high risk. They invite litigation, family conflict, and claims of undue influence. 3, independent counsel matters. Best practice, the person updating the trust should meet privately with the attorney without beneficiaries present. 4, blended families require special planning. Step-parent versus children disputes are number one trust litigation scenario. And finally, number 5, a trust is not set it and forget it. It's a living document and can be amended or changed at any time. The trust must be protected from pressure and manipulation. This story is provided for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you want legal advice on probating a case, writing your will, creating or amending your living trust, or setting up an estate plan, reach out to an estate planning attorney in your area. www.lawtaxnotary.com for help in California.